In this video, I want to talk about if you're overweight, out of shape, feeling sick, and just tired of being in the body you're in, why you should consider the HCG diet and how it could change your life. Hi, my name is Colin F. Watson. I'm #1 HCG diet coach in the world and author and creator of HCG Body for Life. I'm here in the gym in the spin room, and I thought I'd just do a quick video to explain to you why I think you really should consider looking at the HCG diet to get you in the best shape of your life. See, believe it or not, 10 years ago, actually my birthday's coming up in a few days, I was 47 years old. I kind of looked gray, had kind of this gray tinge to my skin, I had a 42-inch waist, I had high blood pressure, sleep apnea, and my doctor told me I was a type 2 diabetic in just weeks or days from going into a full-blown diabetic. The reason why that was supposed to have been a wake-up call for me, because both my mother died of a massive heart attack at the age of 62, and my father died from diabetes-related heart failure and kidney failure at 69. Therefore, here I am, 47 years old, out of shape, overweight, drinking a bottle of wine a night, stressed out, and was desperately looking for a way to lose weight. Now, I tried. It wasn't like I wasn't trying. You know, I did the Weight Watchers and the South Beach diet and Nutrisystems, and I bought magazines, you know, the men's health magazines, and I would follow the workout of the week or the diet of the month. And I was frustrated because all I would do is follow it to the letter, and I would get fatter. I stumbled across this diet called the HCG diet, and I was extremely skeptical, but it also had a science to it that made my mind ponder the possibilities. I didn't think it was going to work. I thought it was another scam. I figured it was just another way of getting my money and sending me down a rabbit hole that I would come out the other side frustrated and fatter than ever. But to my surprise, in 37 days, I lost 43 pounds of fat. I saw the top of my six-pack for the very first time in almost 30 years. My sleep apnea, my type 2 diabetes, my blood sugar stabilized, my blood pressure stabilized, and all of a sudden I realized that I did not have to live in this unhealthy body. If you're watching this video or you stumble across my channel and you've never heard of the HCG diet, or you heard somebody talk about it in this negative way, that it's this extremely low calorie diet, you starve yourself to death, and it's miserable and you can't keep up to it, I want to let you know that this could be the one thing that actually changes your life. For me, it was such a life-changing event that I spent 25 years of my life in real estate. I loved real estate. I was good at it. I made a lot of money doing it. And once I realized how much my health changed, I kind of made a promise to God. I said, if you actually make this work for me, if I actually can get my life back, I will spend the rest of my life telling people about it. I retired from real estate, and for the last 10 years, I've done nothing but teach, coach, and show people the path of how they can get in the body of their life by following this protocol. We've tweaked it along the way. I've written a couple books on this subject. I kind of modified it, created new protocols to make it easier for people to have success, but the basics are still the same. This miracle hormone that you put into your body in a very small dose, and you follow a very strategic, low-calorie diet, and miracles can happen. If you're a woman looking at this video and you have 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds to lose, you can actually average about a half a pound of fat per day on my protocol. If you're a man looking at 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds or more to lose, you even have it better because of the way we're built, because of our natural muscle mass, because of the fact that we burn calories at a higher rate. You can actually burn a pound a day of fat or more. Look at the possibilities. Look at yourself at 100 pounds heavier right now, 100 pounds heavier than you should be right now. And then if you're a guy that literally in 100 days from now, it's a little over 3 months, you could be looking at a completely different person. If you're a woman that has 100 pounds to lose, in a matter of 6 months, you could be looking at a totally different person. You could be wearing sizes you probably haven't seen since you're in high school. I talked to guys, ran into a guy in the gym here the other day that looked at me and said, hey man, you're in great shape. I want you to train me. I said, that's not my deal. I don't train people. He goes, yeah, but I just want you to show me what you do. And I go, I'm a fat loss expert. I'm the #1 HCG diet coach in the world. And if you're open, I can show you a way of losing that 40 pounds around your midsection in 40 days. He said, no, but I'm scheduled for surgery. I'm having bariatric surgery in October. It's gonna take care of everything. And I think to myself, why would you go through surgery that has an 85% failure rate and not do something that literally in the next 40 days before the surgery even came, you could be looking completely different, get your health back without taking that risk. Because mine couldn't get around it, but interesting enough. But the point is that the medical industry has kind of programmed people that these are the solutions. You have to take drastic times, take drastic measures. Well, interestingly enough, I gave him my telephone number. I've seen him 2 times since then. He hasn't asked me how to get that belly off because he's already programmed his mind that he's going to go ahead and do that surgery. That somehow that surgery is going to not require him to have any willpower. You see, they're going to take his stomach and they're going to take a piece of it and they're going to sew it off and tie it off, or they're going to put a balloon in there and fill up the part of your stomach so you can't eat too much. Because they think that the reason why he's obese and the reason why you may feel like you're obese is because you eat too much. For many of you, it's because you eat too little, because you're malnutritioned. And you need a program and a system that's going to actually correct your hypothalamus, take you back down to your natural body weight, and then reprogram your body to be at that natural body weight versus the weight you've actually pushed yourself to over the years and decades. It didn't happen overnight. But in 10 years, I have not found anything, and I mean anything, that works faster and safer than this protocol. I haven't found anything that can literally take a human body, a female human body, and extract a half a pound of fat a day. I haven't found anything to take a male body and extract a pound a day or more of body fat. I haven't seen it. That's why my passion is still here. That's why I suit up and show up every single day, talking to somebody on the phone, coach somebody over the computer, showing them the path to getting into the best shape of their life. It doesn't take willpower. You just need to be willing to follow the steps. So the reason why it doesn't take willpower is because of the fact that once you put this small dose of HCG into your system, it flushes so much fat from your abnormal fat stores, that fat you love to hate, all over your body, and it feeds you those nutrients and macronutrients through your own stored fat in the tune of 1,500 to 4,000 calories a day. You are not physically hungry for anything. In some cases, people think the food they're actually eating is too much when it's only 550 calories to 750 calories a day, depending on your exercise output. But they're not hungry. You're not tired. You're not fatigued. You have energy, you feel good, and after just a week of being on the protocol, and your blood sugar starts to stabilize, and your cholesterol starts to stabilize, and you start to feel better, you have more energy, and the food starts to taste good again because your taste buds aren't being dulled and killed off by all the processed sugar and chemicals you're processing in your body. You start to realize, and when the scale has dropped 7, 10, sometimes 20 pounds for some people in 1 week, they become a believer. See, a lot of the process of losing body fat, first is the system you need to follow, but also there's a belief system that this is where most of us have the biggest blocks, that we don't think it's possible for us. We think it's possible for somebody else, but we don't think it's possible for us. Until somebody walks into your office or into your life and they've actually walked the path and you saw them months ago and they were heavier and all of a sudden they look great and fit, then you believe, well, maybe if I do it too. That's how our company got built, by taking one customer at a time, inspiring them to try this protocol. I don't convince anybody. If you need convincing, you need to go someplace else. But I inspired them to try something new, to take the chance, same chance I took 10 years ago to change my life. I inspired them to take a chance, and then they follow the system. And all of a sudden, they're just fat's melting off of them, and they're starting to feel better and look better. And they're walking into their office every day, and people are looking at them like, what are you doing? And they don't say anything in the first couple of weeks. They're just wondering if their eyes are not seeing things. And all of a sudden, they see you a month from now, and they kind of go, holy crap, what is it you just did? See, now they're becoming believers because they're seeing it with their own eyes. But then when you tell them what you need to do, they go, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't have 500 calories a day. That's too little food. I'll be starving. Because they don't understand the system. They don't understand the science. So I wanted to do this video because there's going to be some of you out there just stumble across me, right? That stumble across this channel or this video, and you want to know, what is it all about, right? What is this HCG thing all about? Is it for me? You know, I told you that bariatric surgeries, and doctors won't tell you that they have an 85% failure rate. They know it from jump. They know that basically 85 out of 100 people, and I think that it's actually higher than that, but let's just keep those numbers. 85 out of 100 people that walk in their offices, they're going to go into their surgery rooms, they're going to have this procedure done, are going to gain all the way back in a very short period of time. They're going to look unhealthy. We won't mention names, but you know there's certain celebrities that have had these dramatic surgeries, and they look like their face is melting, like their skin is melting off their body, because they're basically losing muscle as well as fat, and so they don't look healthy. It takes them years for them to actually fill back up and their cheeks to fill back into where they actually look healthy again. It's not a good way to go. But then you have a protocol here that has a 95% success rate. Do the math. 85% for failure rate, 95% success. And I want to say 100, but I gotta give some room for error, right? But if someone that actually takes this protocol and they follow it step by step, they don't second guess it, they don't try to outsmart it, just simply follow it, just like the yellow brick road. Follow it. You'll have massive success. You have a 95% success rate or an 85% failure rate. What would you choose? One is evasive, one is not evasive. One is a simple, small dose of a natural hormone already found in the body that you already produce anyway. But when reintroduced in the body in a very low dose and you combine it with a healthy, specific, low-calorie diet, can help you release half a pound to a pound a day depending on your size and your gender. 95% success rate, 85% failure rate. Why would you choose the latter? I'm the #1 HCG diet coach in the world because I took something that changed my life, and I've spent the last 10 years saying, how can I make it better, easier, faster? How do I dare to do that? Because as people have done this protocol and had great success, it was actually so easy for them. It was so miraculous for them that they got arrogant. They took advantage of the process. They figured if I gain the weight back, so what? Because I lost it so fast the first time. And they realized psychologically they can't get their mind back into the same state that they did to follow it perfectly the first time. And they abuse the system and abuse the system. Then they convince themselves it doesn't work anymore. Then they convince themselves it never really worked. It was just a fluke. And it goes on and on and on. Anything you abuse at some point in time will start working for you. But the goal is, this is a short-term solution. The goal is to get you to your natural body weight as quickly as possible, then have you transition into a lifestyle plan that no longer abuses your body by eating junk food and processed foods and chemicals. Yes, it's okay to have some of those some of the time, but it does require a lifestyle change. The goal of this protocol is to take off the fat, preserve your muscle, get you to your natural body weight, have you reset your hypothalamus, eat healthy foods 80% of the time, have your indulgence 10 to 20% of the time, live your life in balance, and you'll have a balanced life. So if you stumble here, it's not by accident. I got you. This is a protocol that if you allow it to, will change your life. 95% success rate, 85% failure rate with other methods, especially the dramatic ones. I want you to find the path of least resistance to get you to the body of your life. That's my goal for you. That's my wish for you. That's my hope for you. And hopefully it'll start here. God bless. Namaste. Light me, meets and sees and greets the amazing like you.